Hi, it's me, Delicia Inge, your Delaware and Maryland realtor, and I'm back with this week's market update. So many thought that the pandemic alone would crush the housing market, but instead, real estate had one of its best years in 2020, with home sales and prices up substantially, same as the year before the crash in 2008. But some still fear the housing industry may be heading back to the crash like we had in 2008. But it's several reasons why this market is nothing like that of 2008. First of all, mortgage standards are nothing like they were 13 years ago. It was easy to get a mortgage back then. Today, not so much. It's much harder to qualify, and lenders are not willing to tolerate defaults. So as you can see in red in this chart, lenders were willing to take a much higher risk. So after 2008, you can see that the level of risk became equal with that of the home buyer, resulting in fewer defaulted loans. Secondly, we have a shortage of homes on the market versus a surplus like we had in the years prior to 2008. So as this chart shows, from 2006 to 2007, the month's inventory of homes for sale was above the normal 6-month inventory that's needed to sustain a normal real estate market. So this caused the price of houses to depreciate, meaning that the price of the houses went down. So since 2017, we've been below 6-month inventory, which causes home appreciation, meaning that the value of the home increases. So next, new construction is just not filling the void of low inventory. So in the early 2000s, we had a record number of single family homes that was being built. So that's not the case right now. So the pandemic has slowed down the construction of many new homes, keeping inventory still at record lows. But for 13 years, new construction has been below the 50-year average of completed single family homes. Next, the houses are more affordable. So affordability has 3 components. So you have price, you have the income of the buyer, and the mortgage rate. So 15 years ago, prices were very high, wages were low, and mortgage rates were over 6%. But today you'll see the prices are still high, but wages have increased, and the mortgage rate is about half of what it was. It's about 3% now. So that means that the average homeowner pays less of their monthly income towards their mortgage payment than they did back then. So here's a chart showing that difference. So today you'll see the homeowners are paying about 15% of their household income on their mortgage versus 25% 15 years ago. That's a huge difference. And so the last point is that home equity has increased dramatically. So prior to the housing crisis, people were withdrawing the equity on their homes because they needed the money. And then when the crash hit, home prices started to drop and many people were upside down on their mortgage, meaning that the home was now worth less than what they owed on their mortgage. So this, of course, leads to foreclosures and short sales. So prices have risen nicely over the last few years, and it's led to over 50% of the homes in the country having greater than 50% equity. And owners have not been tapping into that equity like they did the last time. So this table here compares the equity withdrawal over the last 3 years compared to 2005, 6, and 7. And so you'll see homeowners have cashed out about $500 billion less than they did before. So the average home equity is now about $190,000, which is nothing like the last time. So hopefully this helps to alleviate some of your fears about what's happening in the housing market. Despite the low inventory, we are in a good position to keep homeowners in their homes and not find ourselves reliving the housing bubble of 2008. So if you have any questions, any further questions or comments, or you'd like to know more, please do not hesitate to give me a call or email me, and we can talk more. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.